What if I told you that the biggest expansion of government power in our lifetime isn't about taxes or regulations? It's about the money in your wallet, and a new law that could turn every dollar you have into a tracking and control device. Let me explain what's really inside the so-called Digital Dollar Act. In March 2025, the Trump administration introduces a piece of legislation that could completely redefine what money means in America. This isn't a tax reform bill. It's not a new spending package. It's the Digital Dollar Act. And while the official purpose sounds harmless modernization, efficiency, fighting crime, there's something much deeper going on. The real goal: total visibility into every transaction you make. Imagine money that can be programmed with limits, telling you what you can or can't buy. Imagine funds that can be frozen, restricted, or even erased with a single keystroke. And here's the shocking part. This isn't some wild conspiracy theory. This is the core design of central bank digital currencies. CBDCs and governments around the world are pushing them out right now. China launched the digital yuan back in 2020, and today it tracks more than 260 million users. Nigeria rolled out the eNaira, and it's already being used to enforce strict capital controls. The Bahamas, Sweden, the EU, more than 130 countries are building these systems right now. And now the United States is joining them. But the American version is different, because the dollar isn't just a currency, it's the world's reserve currency. If the US adopts a digital dollar, it won't just control American transactions. It will create the power to monitor and influence global commerce itself. This would become the largest expansion of government financial power in history, all marketed as innovation and security. So, what exactly is a CBDC? It's not the digital money you already use. When you swipe a card or send a bank transfer, private banks sit in the middle as intermediaries. With a CBDC, that buffer disappears. You hold an account directly with the Federal Reserve. Every payment, every purchase, every cup of coffee you buy is logged on a government-controlled ledger in real time. And that creates three terrifying powers that do not exist today. 1. Total surveillance. The government can see everything you do with your money: where you shop, what you buy, who you donate to, who pays you. There is no financial privacy. 2. Programmability. Unlike paper cash, digital dollars can be programmed with rules. Your money could expire if you don't spend it. It could be restricted from buying certain items: alcohol, tobacco, firearms, anything the government decides. 3. Instant enforcement. If the government says you owe back taxes, the money is deducted automatically. If you're under investigation, your account can be frozen instantly. Break a term of service, your money can be deleted. Gone in a second. You don't control this money. The central bank does. You're only given permission to use it, and we don't have to guess how this works. Real-world examples already exist. In China, the digital yuan connects directly to the social credit system. Spend in ways the government dislikes. Your score drops. Your travel and opportunities shrink. During economic trouble, they program the money to stop people from moving it out of the country. In Nigeria, the eNaira created a two-tier system. People with physical cash had more freedom. Those stuck with the digital version were trapped by government-controlled exchange rates. To force adoption, they made physical cash scarce. The pattern is always the same. Introduce it as convenient and voluntary. Then add the controls once everyone is using it. So, what does Trump's Digital Dollar Act actually propose? It sets an aggressive timeline, an 18-month development period, a pilot in 2026, and a national rollout targeting 80% adoption by 2030. The text allows smart contract functionality, which means programmable restrictions. It requires every transaction to be recorded in a Federal Reserve database for law enforcement. It claims to protect privacy, but the language is vague, just like the Patriot Act was. It doesn't ban cash, but it makes cash harder and harder to use, slowly suffocating it. And most concerning, it gives the Treasury power to freeze accounts for suspected violations without a court order. You are guilty until you prove yourself innocent. The administration says this is for modernization, fighting crime, and competing with China's digital yuan. Some benefits are real faster payments, easier remittances. But here's the key. We can get those benefits without building a surveillance system. Blockchain can give speed and efficiency without central control. The control features aren't for convenience. They're for power. Because once this system exists, the temptation to use it will be overwhelming. Maybe the first administration uses it only for tax enforcement. The next adds climate controls, blocking purchases of gas-guzzling car parts. Then health controls, limiting fast food if your BMI is too high. Then political controls. This is how a social credit system grows slowly, feature by feature, until it feels normal. So, who wins in this system? The government wins, gaining total economic visibility and enforcement power. Big banks win, earning money, acting as customer service for the Fed. Big tech wins, building the system on billion-dollar contracts. Surveillance companies win, selling AI to analyze your every transaction. And who loses? You lose your privacy. The unbanked lose access. Dissidents lose freedom. Small businesses lose autonomy. Savers lose control, forced to spend expiring money. A generation grows up never knowing financial privacy. The window to act is closing. So what can you do? 1. Diversify. Hold assets outside the digital system. Gold, silver, real estate. 2. Use cash. Every cash transaction is one the government can't track. 3. Learn cryptocurrency, not for speculation, as an alternative network. 4. Build local networks and barter skills. 5. Get politically engaged. Educate others. Support leaders who defend financial privacy. This isn't fiction. This is legislation. The pilot launches in 2026. The rollout begins in 2027. By 2030, your relationship with money could be changed forever. The control plan isn't coming someday. It's being written into law right now.